Hello guys and welcome back to the Media Nights. My name is Ari.
And I'm Denise.
And today we're going to be watching Apollo 13. A bunch of you guys have been recommending this movie throughout the months. Ever since we watched Forrest Gump, you guys were like, hey, you guys gotta watch this. You know, it's Tom Hanks and Gary Sinise together again, and it's obviously a whole different vibe.
Gary Sinise, I'm really excited. I just loved him in Forrest Gump. He was such a wonderful character in that as Lieutenant Dan. So I'm super pumped about that. Ron Howard is directing this.
When a bunch of you guys recommend a movie, it tends to be a banger. So yeah, we're so ready for this ride. Subscribe and like if you haven't already. And if you guys want to watch the full-length reaction, that's going to be available on our Patreon. And if you want to catch the reactions early, just hit the join button and become a member of our YouTube channel. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys after the show. I'm excited to see Tom Hanks again.
Yeah,
it's been a minute.
Too. Yeah.
Last two films I've seen from him, I ended up bawling my eyes out. So
yeah, actually, wait, I don't know if this is another tearjerker.
After trailing the Russians for years with our manned space program.
Yeah, the space race.
Yeah.
The entire world watched in awe as Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed on the moon.
Nice car.
Yeah.
9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Now, the important thing when you're penetrating a lunar module is your attitude and your
What a line. Jeez.
No, there's no reason to use the word penetrate.
Gemini 12, Apollo 8, they were the first ones around the moon. This guy did 10 laps.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You guys make yourselves at home. Hey, Marilyn. This is the last champagne.
He's the experienced guy.
You know, my cousin called, asked who we bribed to get on Jim Lovell's crew.
Yeah, well, they got that right.
The best of the best.
Hell yeah.
And of course, it's crew.
Let's hear it for Jim Lovell, Kim out of here.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy we went to the moon?
The amount of resources just to do that, that's crazy, man.
The limb footbeds are only depressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches.
What a moment, huh? In history.
From now on, we live in a world where man has walked on the moon. It's not a miracle. We just decided to go. Who's like they could just step out and walk on the face of it?
Damn it. It must kind of suck, right? Being so close and not being able to be the first people on the moon.
What did the man say? Give me a lever long enough and I'll move the world? Well, that's exactly what we're doing here. This is divine inspiration, folks.
What a great shot.
That's great.
Very nice.
Things like a computer that can fit into a single room and hold millions of pieces of information.
Now it can fit in the palm of our hands.
Yeah.
It's only going to get smaller and smaller.
I'm slated to be the commander of Apollo 14 sometime late next year.
If there is an Apollo 14.
Oh.
It's the end of it. I don't want to hear wearing a bra. You can see every... Shut up, Susan.
Siblings.
Well, I was thinking there might be a slight change in destination. Maybe say the moon.
What? Oh
He's
my
gonna
God,
get to
he
go.
gets to go.
It has flared up, and we've all been bumped up to the prime crew of Apollo 13.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dude.
I've got the target back in the reticle.
Okay, we're stable. Go ahead and recycle the valves.
40 feet. They're all gray.
Wow.
Crazy all the knowledge they have to nail this job.
Yeah.
10 feet.
Capture.
That's it. Ha! That's
It's
it.
all about being precise.
We got to be up with the Dawn Patrol headed for Bethpage, what, 0700?
Wheels up at 0700.
Yeah, I know, but my rate of turn is still a little too slow there. I really think we should work it again.
He's a perfectionist, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, 13 back.
Meanwhile, the backup crew is like, I mean, to be fair, it is space. I don't blame him for wanting to run it again.
It's probably best to have the most prepared people up there, so good for him. Yeah, that is horrible. Oh, that is... Yeah, that is a really bad dream to be having, man.
It's the second time it's done that.
Oh, no.
Car giving you issues?
Honey, it's not like I've never been to a launch before. The other wives have not done 3. I just don't think I can go through all that.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, she doesn't want to watch it.
It's too much. He's so worried.
I love that all their faces dropped at the same time.
Why is this your last, Jim?
I'm in command of the best ship with the best crew that anybody could ask for. and I'll be walking in a place where there's 400 degrees difference between sunlight and shadow. I can't imagine ever topping that.
Yeah, that's a highlight, man.
It really is.
Ken Mattingly will be getting seriously ill precisely when you and Hayes will be ascending from the lunar surface to rendezvous with him.
Jim, that's a lousy time for a fever.
Now look.
It's like throwing a wrench in a well-oiled machine.
Jim, if you hold out for Ken, you will not be on Apollo 13. It's your decision.
Damn, that's a tough call. He really wants to go on this mission.
That's your dream, man.
Yes, sir. I understand. Thank you, sir.
Is he up? He's up, right?
He's up. Looks like it, yeah. Another freaking legend. Man.
Swigert, he'll be fine. He's strong.
That's very kind of him to say.
Yeah, it is.
Must have been a tough one.
He really didn't have a choice, though. It was either that or we put you guys on a different mission.
It wasn't much of a choice.
I'm not gonna get the measles.
Ken, wait up.
Trajectory's holding steady. We're right on the line.
He's like, you what now?
Switching to SCS.
Roger, 13.
Okay, we're at 3 Gs.
I'm assuming that doing it manually must be both more difficult and more of a rare talent.
Well, we have 2 days. We'll be ready. Let's do it again.
Just 2 days to perfect your craft, man. Your life depends on this guy.
We don't want Daddy to get any of our germs and get sick in outer space, right?
Hey, boys. Not giving your mom a hard time, are you? Princess, you look beautiful.
Damn, they can't even hug each other. I never thought about that.
Well, hey, that looks like Marilyn Lovell, but it can't be. She's not coming to the launch.
I heard it was going to be a hell of a show.
So who told you that?
Some guy I know.
This movie's gonna break our hearts. I already know.
Pretty good.
I'm loving how they're showing us all the preparation that goes into,
Yeah.
you know, some of the things they have to do before the launch.
They're like checking their vitals and stuff, right?
Yeah, it has to be. So many moving pieces. Whoa!
There's too many things going wrong. I have a really bad feeling.
Okay, we have the oxygen confirmed.
I don't want to see this.
Check. The yellow restraint ring. Check.
You know, that's always a fear in the back of my head when I'm washing my hands. I'm like, be careful not to drop the ring
Yeah, I know, me
in the
too.
middle of the sink. Always.
I'm gonna give these guys a beautiful ride.
Sure you will, Jack.
Rooting for you, man.
Jack, do not kill them, please.
Please.
I beg you. Huge responsibility.
Plus, you're like the odd man out.
Yeah.
Oh, she made it.
You're not just about to pop, are you?
No, I got 30 days till this blasts off.
I would have a heart attack before I can go in. I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, I would love to do it, but I don't think I could survive the anxiety before it. The actors are doing a fantastic job at conveying the excitement, but also the, you know, worrying nature.
It's right there.
I love that. Those little details that tell you what the character's thinking, even in passing, right?
Oh, dude.
Blast off, baby.
Please don't explode. Please don't explode.
Oh, please don't say that. Oh my god.
That's
that would
my
be a very
thought.
dark turn for the movie to take right now. Yep, they're gaining that speed, getting that momentum.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Imagine the pressure you must feel.
Oh, how we looking?
Looks good, Clyde. Right down the middle.
What is it, Max Q? The moment of the most tension applied on the vehicle, I believe.
Get ready for a little jolt, fellas.
Ooh. Little jolt.
This is 13. We've got a center engine cut off. Go on the other 4.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Our gimbals are good.
Okay.
Our trim is good.
Everything seems good, but the engine, so...
And...
Say go.
little second to breathe here.
Oh. Wow.
That must be so trippy and wonderful. Zero gravity.
So cool. I love that they show like the little joy that they're experiencing, you know, from seeing things float in zero gravity.
It's the full spectrum, right, of the experience.
Aircraft carrier. Oh, you just look so calm about it. Well, if the flight surgeon had to okay me for this mission, I'd be grounded.
Gonna go ahead and get set for transposition and docking.
Roger that, Jack.
Oh no!
Oh, wait, he's getting sick.
Okay, we're ready for CSM separation.
I'm rooting for you, man. You got this.
Was up trucking most of the way to the moon on Apollo 8.
I'm around. I just ate too much breakfast. Let's go to work.
Hell yeah. There you go, man.
See you pitching around.
Keep an eye on that telemetry.
And you see how many critical moments they have to get perfectly right.
Yeah,
There's no room for error here.
Yeah, it's one after the other.
How are we looking, Fredo? We're not there yet. 40 feet.
20.
Right there.
The tension in this is fantastic. It's amazing.
We have hard dock.
Yes.
Wow.
Good job, man. Oof.
Okay.
We have lamb extraction.
Oh, we copy that, 13.
Man, I'm immersed in this now. I'm here rooting for everybody.
He's still going on about the stupid Beatles breaking up.
One of them said we made going to the moon about as exciting as taking a trip to Pittsburgh.
Wow, because they're not the first ones to do it. They're not going to broadcast it.
He's in outer space.
I've been accused of receiving...
This is all the channels we get.
That is some BS, man.
Oh, I'd be so pissed.
Yeah, because they feel like people are just ready to move on.
Porters. Savage baggage masters.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. Well, hey, at least they're having fun.
Yeah.
They don't got to know.
1040 return limit. I meant to do it today, but...
That's no joke. They'll jump on him.
The IRS will get you, even in space. They'll come up.
Well, folks, as you can probably tell, the Aquarius isn't much bigger than a couple of telephone booths.
Dude, the zero gravity is incredible. How the hell are they doing this? Wiring?
It's gotta be.
All right,
Like they really nailed the whole weightlessness aspect.
So, this is the crew of the Apollo 13, wishing everyone back on Earth a pleasant evening.
I'm so sad they're not broadcasting.
I know, man.
So mad at them.
You know, they might air a few minutes of it on the news tonight.
You'd think so.
They better.
I hope so.
I have a bad feeling about this. Tension is rising. The silence. I do not like it. Oh, no.
Of course it would do that.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. What the hell just happened?
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
Indeed we do.
Ecom, is this an instrumentation problem, or are we looking at real power loss here?
It's reading a quadruple failure. That can't happen.
Quadruple failure.
Let's get that hatch button. The limb line.
Oh, they're in trouble right now.
It's reading 25.5. Main bus B is reading zip right now. We got a wicked shimmy up here.
Ecom, GNC, these guys are talking about bangs.
Would they be able to even fix it up there themselves?
They don't have an option.
Odyssey, we need a confirmation. What system do you have down?
Oh, there's debris. Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe this is a caution and warning failure.
Houston, we are venting something out into space.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can see it outside of window 1 right now. A gas of some sort.
It's got to be the oxygen.
They're running out of oxygen.
I knew it was gonna be catastrophic. I knew it.
Roger, Odyssey, we copy your venting.
Give me an alarm.
Okay, let's everybody think.
That is going to put a significant timer on their entire mission, not having the right amount of oxygen. Look at the chaos. Everybody trying to figure out how they can, how they can help.
Let's work the problem, people. Let's not make things worse by guessing.
13, this is Houston. We are going.
Very nice. Good leader there. Keeping his,
Cool.
Yeah, you got to keep your cool in this situation, man.
From a standpoint of status, what have we got on the spacecraft that's good?
Right.
Yeah. Let's become more optimistic here.
I'll get back.
We're not gonna have power much longer. The ship's bleeding to death.
Very nice shot. Love
I
that.
was just thinking how well this is shot. When everything starts going wrong, how the camera was twisting around.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Yeah, kill the cells. At least with one, they have a chance.
All eyes on him to make that call.
Are you saying you want the whole smash? Closing down the react valves for fuel cells shutdown? Shutting down the fuel cells. Did I hear you right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Tell them we think that's the only way they can stop the leak.
Yeah, Jim,
We think that closing the react valves may stop the leak.
It's the only option you guys got, man.
if this doesn't work, we're not gonna have enough power left to get home.
Oh, wow. Well, that's more important.
Yes.
Than anything. Than any mission, really. Getting back home safe.
Pero, how long does it take to power up the LEM?
3 hours by the checklist.
We don't have that much time.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Better start powering it up as quickly as possible.
So we can save as much as we can for re-entry.
15 minutes of oxygen, and that's it. The command module will be dead.
15 minutes.
Okay, we gotta transfer all control data over to the LEM computer before the command module dies.
The lunar module just became a lifeboat.
Odyssey.
It's gonna have to be, man. You gotta get those guys back.
You're not going to be able to navigate up there.
How much time? Can you give me a number?
Well, we're looking at less than 15 minutes of life support in the Odyssey.
It's a race against time, man. Less than 15 minutes. You better haul ass, man.
Computer data transferred before they go dead in
They
there.
won't even know which way they're pointed.
That's right.
It's
Oh
a bad
my
way to fly.
God.
Be in 210 if you need.
Okay.
That's a really bad way to fly. You're essentially flying blind.
Now, Jack, we need to proceed with steps 12 through 17 quickly. You're down to about 8 minutes remaining.
Fuel cell pumps off, O2 fan.
It makes it even that much more tense because there's a time limit. You know, it's a countdown.
I've completed these gimbal conversions, but I need a double check of the arithmetic.
Yeah, you can go, Jim.
Lunar module roll at 355.57 pitch. 1678.
Wow. Everyone's just doing math on the fly like this. Yes.
Imagine doing math under that amount of tension.
Put on Con Edison helmets and dig trenches in the street to get a better view. But
He's dodged a bullet, I guess.
I was just
Man.
thinking the same thing.
I thought Colonel Borman is here.
At ABC News, here is ABC Science.
No! He's gonna miss it.
Apollo 13 spacecraft has lost all electrical power. An astronaut
barely missed it.
I know, he just missed it.
Apollo 13 is apparently also losing breathing oxygen.
Slow down.
And the astronauts may
Oh
have...
my god, his wife is gonna lose it.
What do you mean there's no immediate danger? I just heard they're losing oxygen. Can they get back?
Declared that the LEM's descent...
Just trying to keep the family members calm.
I want to know what's happening with my husband.
We want to switch control to the...
Yeah, they're gonna have to try to keep everybody calm while they can work on the solution here.
What the hell is going on?
Spiraling out of control.
Flying with a dead elephant on our back.
Flight guidance, we're getting awfully close to center here.
The extra weight is making it more difficult.
Something broke on your daddy's spaceship, and he's going to have to turn around before he even gets to the moon.
What's at the door?
That just hurts.
So effective with one line, man.
Yeah.
He's worried too. He's so worried.
I want you all to forget the flight plan. From this moment on, we are improvising a new mission.
A rescue mission, essentially.
Come on.
Well, sorry, we'll get somebody to look at that.
Shitting me.
Bulb around.
Everything is going
What do you mean?
wrong here.
It's the option with the fewest question marks for safety.
I agree with Jerry. Use the moon's gravity, slingshot them around.
Ah, slingshot, using the gravity in their advantage.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. Dude, the zero gravity looks amazing.
It's phenomenal.
Aquarius, this is Houston. We expect loss of signal.
It breaks my heart that they're not going to be able to do this, man. All that preparation.
It's right there.
It's so close.
Right there.
The problem now is not so much a question of an adequate oxygen supply, but it is the rate of consumption of water in the electronic system.
Oh.
Add it to the list of problems.
Right. It's a laundry list. They're bleeding oxygen, water.
Absolutely understandable. Like, I would have trouble just not breaking down immediately. I mean, you always hope for the best, right? But man, the amount of pressure on these people.
Yeah, I mean, you'll hope for the best, but you'll also probably want to prepare yourself, right?
I hope you get a chance, man. This can't be your last one. You gotta come back home and run it again. So well done. Gives us a glimpse of what the character's thinking as well.
So you're telling me you can only give our guys 45 hours? That brings them to about there.
That's a big gap to get to where they gotta go.
Power is everything. What do you mean? Without it, they don't talk to us, they don't correct their trajectory, they don't turn the heat shield around. We gotta turn everything off. At that rate, in 16 hours, the batteries are dead, not 45.
Wow, their numbers are way off.
Never been tried before.
Hell, we've never even simulated it before, Gene.
Well, we're gonna have to figure it out.
They're gonna be the guinea pigs up there.
Yes, they are.
We never lost an American in space. We're sure as hell not gonna lose one on my watch. Failure is not an option.
Exactly. I like him a lot as a leader. He's not giving up. He's doing everything in his power to get some information.
Barely enough to run this coffee pot for 9 hours. Go.
Yeah, Ken Mattingly just got here.
Are
Copy.
you kidding?
He's here.
Essentially no energy.
AM. Very, very AM.
Dave is running a temper.
Wow, they're just sleeping on the floor at work.
To go to sleep. Did you sleep up there?
It's gonna get awful cold in there for those guys.
They're on call, right? Whatever happens, they're right there.
You gotta be. It's an emergency.
Well, I suggest you gentlemen invent a way to put a square peg in a round hole. Rapidly.
Yeah, better figure it out. How the hell do you make that work?
But the whole world is caught up in it. It's the biggest
No,
story
Henry,
since-
don't put one piece of equipment on my lawn. They can take it up with my husband on Friday.
Oh man. Yeah, like he's not a story, he's a man that's currently in danger, man. Like that's should have cared before too. You know, that was his dream.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so these guys are cold, not receiving sufficient amounts of oxygen.
All the bad stuff that could have gone wrong. I mean, most of it.
Murphy's Law. Whatever can go wrong went wrong in this case.
They're hanging by a thread right now. Hopefully they can figure out the O2 situation.
Ow! God damn it!
Hey!
Shit!
This piece of shit's gonna get you home.
All right.
That's because that's the only thing we got left, Jack.
Tensions are rising, huh?
Yeah.
Stop kicking yourself in the ass.
This is not my fault!
No one is saying it is.
Yeah, but you're kind of acting like it is. You guys are all in that together, man.
Maybe I should just hold my breath.
The deadly CO2 gas is literally poisoning the astronauts with every breath in and out.
Heads up.
Okay, is this the filter situation?
What's this? That's what they gotta make.
MacGyver. That.
Got the procedures for me right here.
That's it.
How do they manage? What exactly did they put together? Wow. They were able to makeshift a converter for the filter. Yeah, their judgment is going to start to become impaired.
Yeah, exactly.
They have to move fast.
They are now working on their backup facilities, their emergency facilities, and the problem is if anything more goes wrong, they're in real trouble.
This backup has to go flawlessly. No more ripping bags, man. No more arguing. Focus up.
Close. CO2 canister. Select to secondary. All right.
I can hear it.
Oh, I love that. How you have one is upside down.
Yeah.
It just attention to detail, man.
Yeah, Houston, we're taking a look at those numbers right now.
It's funny because like the way that like one of them is upside down, the other one is sideways, it makes it feel so much more natural.
Yeah.
Like it's just a given. Like, yeah, they're in space right now.
The set design helps a lot too. It's working?
Did it work?
Houston, the CO2 level has dropped to 9.
Okay.
Okay.
And it is still falling.
Okay.
Good job.
Now let's just focus on getting him home.
The sequence was wrong. We'll just have to go back and try them one at a time.
Every single sequence?
Damn.
That was before. Now there's been an explosion. But now they're just going to try to figure out a way to get them home.
Don't break down.
Oh no, don't cry.
I am sick and tired of the entire Western world knowing how my kidneys are functioning.
Oh, they're gonna think he died.
Okay, Jim. Copy that.
There's already way too many things to worry about.
Yes.
Be advised, it's going to take Fredo and I a while to power up the computer for the alignment platform if we have to fire the engine.
Negative on that, Jim.
They're gonna do it blind.
So...
Yeah.
Well, now look, Houston, all we need to hold attitude is one fixed point in space.
Right.
Is that not correct?
Yeah, roger that, Jim.
Well, Houston, we've got one.
All I have to know is how long do we need to burn the engine?
The shorter the better.
Roger that, Jim. Can they fly it manual and still shut it down on time without the...
It would be extremely difficult, but possible.
If they're too steep, they'll incinerate in the steadily thickening air. If they're too shallow, they'll ricochet off the atmosphere like a rock skipping off a pond.
Oh, yeah.
That if this basketball were the Earth, and this softball were the moon, and the two were placed 14 feet apart, the crew would have to hit a target no thicker than this piece of paper.
Wow. The margins are way too shallow. Like,
yeah, so you absolutely would need a computer for that kind of precision.
We're going to burn at 10% thrust for 39 seconds. Jack, you time us? Got it.
It's crazy this mission is
up to 39. Let's not miss this.
Having all of them utilize their entirety of their knowledge, right? Like the entirety of what they know has been put to the test here.
You can fire when ready.
You are go for the manual burn.
10 seconds. Mark.
Come on, baby. One more burn.
8, 7.
Here we go.
4.
How would you go?
2, 1. Ignition.
Oh.
We're on. RTS, go 10% thrust. 10% thrust.
Bring it around, Frodo.
Trying, but it's dragging.
And that's the only target they got.
Forward, Fred. Come on. Forward. Shit, I lost it.
Where is it? I'm gonna call it.
Oh no.
I can't watch this.
Okay, I got it.
A little farther. Ease your touch. Damn it.
It's so unstable. The handling on that thing.
Yeah.
Damn it. 6, back. That's it. Hold.
8, steady.
9. Shut down.
Come on.
Please let this work, dude.
I hope that was good enough.
That's close enough, Jim. Good work.
Okay.
How about that, Lim, huh? How about it? Guess you keep your job. You betcha.
Yeah. You guys did good, man. For a second there, when it veered all the way to the right, I was worried. I'm like, yo, that's way off course.
And when you just hear the panic in his voice when he's like, I can't find it, it's like, what do you mean?
Flip on my map light, and then suddenly, zap, everything shorts out right there in my cockpit. All my instruments are gone, my lights are gone, and I can't even tell now what my altitude is.
Wow. So he's been in this situation before of doing this blind.
Hello there, Deke. What's the story?
Jim, we're going to get that power up to you. We're going to get it as soon as we possibly...
Ken Mattingly's in the simulator, right?
Ken's working on it.
Ken has been working day and night for it.
I know this sequence works, John.
The sequence looks good. We're just over budget on the amperage. 3 or 4 amps.
God damn it, John.
It's nothing.
4.
He's trying to squeeze everything he's got.
Yeah, every single bit of juice.
Man.
I want whatever you guys got on these power procedures.
Gene, they're already...
No, I don't want the whole damn Bible. Just give me a couple chapters. We gotta get something up to the...
God damn it! I don't want another estimate. I want the procedure now.
Thank you.
With each step, they're coming up with new ways of solving an issue that's never been done before. It's crazy.
But it's like, it's for these guys up there and also for the guys down there. They're just, it literally feels like MacGyvering.
Go ahead.
Is your computer on now?
Up and running. How do we look?
Barely.
Y'all are too friggin' quiet. Answer.
They're waiting to see if it's steady.
Got it, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. But you know, these procedures are also going to help the next crew and then the next crew if they figured out how to, you know, solve this.
Yeah.
At least they can acknowledge the problems now.
This is Neil Armstrong, and this is Buzz.
Oh my
God!
Are you boys in the space program too?
That is so sweet.
Give me a read back on that last procedure.
You remember how he was talking about something bad happening that actually made it easier to come back home? I think this is it. If he would have been in that ship, I don't think he would have been able to have all those tries to fail to get it right.
Thankfully, like, he's like their pilot in a way, right? So, and he's not sick, so at least he's full power down there.
Ken, there's an awful lot of condensation on these panels. What's the word on these things shorting out?
We'll just take that one at a time, Jack.
Trying to drive a toaster through a car wash.
Yeah, and hoping it that it doesn't short. Exactly.
One more thing, Jim. While Jack's working on the power-up, we'd like you and Fredo to transfer some ballast over the command module.
Say again, Houston, ballast.
They need weight.
Well, you got to get the weight right. We were expecting you to be toting a couple 100 pounds of moon rocks.
Okay, now, panel 5. Circuit.
Yep, just keep bringing stuff in.
Yeah.
And their LEM lifeboat is doing things and working longer than it was ever intended to. It's a race against time until splashdown.
Okay, Jack, we're ready to see if the computer will accept
This is it.
Lincoln's re-entry.
Time for re-entry, man.
Dude, my palms are sweating.
Yeah, this entire film, the tension has been great.
Yeah, that's more like it. Take a look at your hands.
It's like everybody just holding their breath there.
Say again, Retro.
What?
At a typhoon warning
On the edge of the prime recovery area. Now, this is just a warning.
What? This is like the worst luck ever, man.
Jim, we're ready for SM jettison.
All right, Jack, on 3.
I am so mad right now. What the hell is this?
That number 13 is really stretching its potency in this one. Man.
Well, it's also the time that they left was 1313 as well. They
on
pushed
April
their
13,
luck on that one,
they were
yeah.
gonna get to the moon, right? On April 13?
Yeah.
Not open at all, causing the spacecraft to hit the water not at a gentle 20 miles per hour, but at a suicidal 300.
Oh my God, it's like a speeding car. Way faster than a speeding car.
Stand by.
Have you got everybody in the Odyssey?
Yeah, Ken, I'm gonna check those pyro batteries one more time.
Yeah, it's probably best to make sure that you guys make sure that those parachutes look good.
Oh, I was getting a little punchy and I didn't want to cut the LEM loose with you guys still in it.
It's good thinking.
Hey, you gotta label things, right?
We have lunar module jettison.
That jump scared me.
Separation. I mean, they were way far, so at least they're here now. They just gotta stick the landing.
Very well, Aquarius.
I would never go back up into space.
Good job, Aquarius.
I know.
It got them back home almost all the way.
It's almost time, honey.
Dude, and she's pregnant.
That baby would have popped.
I know.
With that amount of stress.
Blackout lasts for 3 minutes. If they're not back in 4, we'll know.
Wow.
Shit.
Even they're gonna be blind. They're not gonna know until they're already safe.
2,625 nautical miles.
Copy that.
Okay, Ken, we are aligned for re-entry. Fred, how the batteries looking?
Look at him taking charge now. That's great.
I know what the problems are, Henry. It could be the worst disaster NASA's ever experienced.
With all due respect, sir, I believe this is going to be our finest hour.
He has not lost any hope. Always optimistic.
Yeah, I love that he's so uncompromising about this. He's like, we're getting them back. There is no alternative. No plan B, just plan A.
And on my mark, your velocity
Will be 35,245 feet per second. Marked.
There's the typhoon. Yeah, it's starting to heat up already. Here we go. Yeah, the sound design is great because it's probably so deafening at those speeds.
1 minute and 30 seconds to end of blackout.
Halfway there.
I wonder if it's 3 minutes in real time in the movie.
Oh! Actually, that'd be great.
If it doesn't, there'll only be silence.
Mommy, you're squishing me.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
This poor woman. What a hell of a week, man.
Dude.
Having to keep your kids calm,
Yeah.
Keep yourself calm and just hope for the best.
Odyssey, this is Houston. Do you read me?
No reply.
That's 4 minutes. Standing by.
It's a minute late. It's killing me that we're not cutting back to the
I
men.
know.
I need to know.
Odyssey, Houston, do you read?
Oh, the parachutes worked.
Jesus Christ.
Thank God. Hey, man. They made us feel those 3 minutes, didn't they? Holy shoot.
4.
4, yeah.
Yo, yeah, sit down.
My legs would be jelly. I would collapse on the floor and cry right about now. Man.
I was convinced they were gonna die.
It was
Like-
a minute too long. I was like, yeah, they're gonna just keep us here.
Okay.
They're all good in there.
This is Apollo 13 signing off.
Hell yeah. Well, they've definitely got the world watching now. That's for sure.
Facts.
Gene Kranz retired as Director of Flight Operations just not long ago, and many other members of Mission Control have gone on to other things, but some are still there.
Gene was impeccable.
The 7 extraordinary days of Apollo 13 were my last in space. I watched.
I believe that.
When will we be going back? And who will that be?
Yeah, at least he was able to let go. Wow. What a voyage, like he said.
Yes.
Jeez.
That was so tense all the way through.
Yeah, this movie does not let go off of the gas pedal there.
No.
Like from the preparations, you see how much they're getting ready to lift off and all of the things that they have to worry about, which is, it gives you a sense that they are very much prepared for this, which of course they should be. But then once things start going wrong, I thought it was only going to be like that one main thing, right? Once the ship shook the way it shook so violently, I was like, okay, this is it. This is the big main problem they're going to have to deal with. But then just having that spiral out of control, and they're constantly, I think 10 minutes didn't go by without a new problem coming, out of nowhere. It was like, well, shit, now we have to worry about this and that and that and that. And I thought the way that they escalated it and the way that the performances, like the actors were doing such a great job because I can imagine it can be very difficult. They were performing this as people who are prepared, who are scared, but are trying not to seem scared. So the performances are so damn layered, man. Everybody from Gene to the people up in space, the performances the actors gave for those characters, it was like controlled chaos.
Yes.
And that is not easy to achieve from a performance standpoint. I thought that was really, really, really well done.
That's very true. You can tell that all of the people who were working on this, there was that stoicism because they have to be calm because they have to get through this. If they don't stay calm, it's gonna be a full-on disaster and pandemonium. So like they had to stay calm, and you see that obligation to stay calm so that you can get through this. The acting on everyone was absolutely incredible. And it's funny because like the beginning of the movie, like the first, I would say like 30 minutes felt almost like heist movie like, where, we're getting our crew together, we're getting to meet everyone, everyone's in a good mood, it's more upbeat, you hear some fun songs here and there, and people are just excited to go on this adventure, right? Because it's like something went right. These 3 men were never supposed to go up there, and then something happened, somebody got an ear infection, and then now these 3 are slotted, and you're like, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Like, it works
Exciting.
out for us.
Good for you guys.
Yeah, it turns out it was actually something going wrong. It was like just the first of many missteps. And like you said, that escalation was so nicely gradual. It gave you just enough time to kind of settle back into your seat, and then boom, something would happen, and then you would jolt back again. Another thing that I thought was so impressive, the sound design.
Oh, it was great.
When they were up in space, I love the contrast between how quiet it was, and all you hear is like certain minor clickings and obviously the dialogue, right? And then you go back down to NASA, and then it's complete and utter chaos. It's the exact opposite from space, right? It's not quiet. On the other hand, like everyone is moving
Yelling
and running
running.
around.
Yeah.
Exactly. One part is trying to push where the other part is trying to pull, I think it really helped that dynamic.
Absolutely. I really enjoyed also the back and forth. The writing of the script itself was really well done because it never felt stale. Whenever it felt like we were spending too much time in space and we wanted more information on whether or not they had solved an issue, before we even got to think about that, we would cut back to Earth, for example, and boom, like they've solved the filter problem, right? And they would have a really like quick explanation of how it all works. And I think it was great. I don't know how realistic all of it is, of course, because you know, when it comes to space stuff and like when something like this does happen, it's very technical, but I'm sure they dumbed down a few concepts for us to understand what really is going on. And I thought that that translation was done very well. It was really tense. I thought that the score throughout the movie was a big factor of making that tension be so effective. It was emotional and soothing when it had to be. And of course, anytime that some beautiful score is playing and you have the incredibly emotional performance that Tom Hanks is able to give, it's like a match made in heaven. It always, always, always gets you in the feels. I got more emotional with this movie, specifically with Ed Harris's character, Gene, when he finally breaks down, because you feel that, man, because this guy's been fighting there with them every single step of the way. Everybody else, you know, some of the people in that control room, they've lost hope. They're ready to give up. They're at each other's throats. And this is the one guy that kept everybody in check and said, listen, it ain't over until I say it's over. They're coming back home. This is not, you know, there's not any other way. There's not an option. They're coming back. And you can see that he really believed that. But man, it's hard to keep that, you know, that character and that belief and faith that, yes, what you're doing is going to result in a positive result for you guys. Like these guys are here. They're safe. So when he finally gets that confirmation, that little moment there, that acting moment was one of the highlights for me in that movie because it's so realistic. It's like, okay, you finally let go of all of that pressure. My God, like those 7 days is probably minimal to no sleep.
Yeah.
You know, checking in with everybody, every single department, making sure that everything, because you're still working, right? You still got to make sure that not only that they are safe throughout the time that you're working on the solutions, but that the solutions keep coming and checking in with that. And man, I thought that was great. And of course, the score really helped to create that punchline in the delivery of what they were trying to say.
Another thing that I really appreciated about this, and this might seem like a minor detail, but it's something that I do care quite a bit about because I feel like it can ruin an experience in a movie if it's not done well. The extras and the side characters, like the other scientists that work at NASA, you notice that every single one of their performances were super high octane. And the thing is, you could tell it was high stakes for each of them. With some of them, you only see them for one segment and then you don't see them ever again, even though they have a few lines. The way extras and background actors act in a certain situation actually says a lot about the direction as well. It always sucks when like side characters are like, oh my God, that is terrible. It takes you out of the movie, even if it's just a small moment. And I really love the commitment that everybody had to this. It's like emanating from the screen. I genuinely feel like everybody really actually gave a damn about this.
Yeah. And you know what? That really helps. Like what you said, it really helps with immersion, right? Every single element here, from the way that the extras behave to the music to the performances, it all helps build the story. Set design was amazing as well. You believe these guys are in space. The zero gravity effect was done very well. I'm assuming they're wearing wires because I can't see how else they could do it and make it look that good. Man, great job all around. This was great performances, first and foremost, followed by an amazing score and some sequences that really had us at the edge of our seats.
Yes.
Glad that it's a happy ending. You know, I'm glad they're back. I'm glad that they're back home. Thank you so much for watching this with us. We hope that you enjoy. And as always, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.
See ya.